everyone, I'm Becky,
And I'm Sarah.
and we're doing Bickering Book Reviews. Today we're talking about Ungodly Rich by Katharine McGee, which I got off of NetGalley. I feel like this is one of those that they sent the email that they were really pushing. So this book is about Julia. She graduated with a degree in art history like 3 or 4 years earlier, and she got a job on a cruise line. And then one day the cruise stopped in New Zealand, and she meets this guy named Harry, and she's kind of like love at first sight. And so she leaves the cruise line and she's living with him in this apartment in New Zealand. She does tours for locals. Did he work at the bungee cord shop? I think.
I think
He does like he kind of was like working like but they had like a very modest life and they were happy. And he gets an invitation to a family reunion and she's like, we've been together for 2 years. You haven't told me anything about your family. We should go. And he's like, well, I'm estranged, but fine. So they go to this island in Greece, and his family is ungodly rich, like billionaires. They're famously billionaires. Well, what Julia doesn't know is that his family is actually Greek gods, and while his name is Harry, he's really Ares, and his mother Tara is Hera, and his father is Zeus, even though they call him Bruce. Um, and basically, she gets kind of overwhelmed, even though she doesn't know this aspect of his life, and she tries to leave, and he's like, "No, let's get married." And so, it's kind of about her trying to like work her way into this wealthy family, while also like his family's trying to get rid of her, but her not knowing this other side of it, and all the characters are based off of Greek gods.
I think at many points throughout this book, I just wanted the main character to run away. I'm like, no, you don't want into this like just run. It's not worth it. Just run, just hide, just get away. Like, no, not worth it. Absolutely not worth it.
And I liked this book significantly more than you did, but I will say, like, I have noticed sometimes I like when a narrative is really, really detached, and this narrative is very detached.
Yeah.
Like, there's not a lot of emotions, not a lot of,
I guess maybe my issue was it felt like it dragged on and on, like it just felt like forever. And maybe that's probably because there were so many characters that we're focusing on that like had we tightened up the narrative voices, it wouldn't have felt so lengthy.
well, and so I didn't think it felt fast, like, didn't feel very long. This I read like in 3 days. Like, I read
Oh
this
my
very
God.
quickly.
This took me like a week and a half to read.
No, yeah, I read this one very quickly. My thing is, yes, I think there are too many characters. I think that she was like, she loved her concept. And honestly, the character of Aphrodite was, I get why you need like a foil for the main character and you need like there to be like conflict. But every time we cut to Aphrodite, I'm like, I don't need this. And you're trying to
So
make her very like you're supposed to like empathize with her, and I just didn't care.
because
And
there are a lot of Greek retells that I do like. Like I my guilty pleasure is the PC Cast series where she takes on like Greek gods. And I
I
like
was
the
like, which
I like
series? Which series is that? I literally made it through
it
three books
was
in half a night, and I'm like, nope.
I think it was called Of Love. There's one where she's Persephone and then there's one where she does Aphrodite. And I like those. But then there's also the one, and of course I'm like blanking on all of the names. There's that graphic novel about Persephone and Hades, and that one's really good. And I feel like it was trying to go for that vibe, but it just like it wasn't as compelling as those.
Yeah, and I feel like
Gosh, what is that graphic novel series called? I can't remember.
I don't
If
know.
you remember it, if you know it, put it in the comments. It's really good. It's Thor Lore Olympus. Lore Olympus. It's so good.
Oh, okay, yeah, I've seen those.
Lore Olympus is so good. This is not that.
But I think part of the problem also was like she was trying to do so many gods. Like, in all fairness, like I might have been a little bit more invested if we had seen more of Ares, but he's really not in it that much.
But the problem is, Ares was the only one who like I kind of liked. Everybody else I kind of hated. Like,
Right.
and I get that that's the vibe of the Greek gods, but I'm sorry, if they're going to be our main characters, you've got to give me something to like.
Well, and like I said, I liked it. Like I did enjoy it. Like I really did enjoy it. But also it just kind of like ends. And when I Googled, they're like, there's no sequel planned at this time.
And I'm okay with that. I don't really want to read any
Yeah,
more
but
of
it
that.
just kind of see, and I would keep reading, but it just kind of like ended. Like,
It did.
and
You're right.
I, but
And there
yeah,
is more to explore. There is certainly more to explore.
well, like you didn't conclude the story, right? Like, but I like, and I guess that's what I'm just like I'm stuck on. Like, and I think that like the world building was kind of fun because it is all about like labels and stuff. But I don't know. Like I said, I enjoyed it. I liked the mystery around Julia and like her role in all of this. And I liked the moments with her and like and Harry. Like you could see why she was fighting to keep this life. But no, like Hera is horrible, like Zeus is horrible, and like I said, Aphrodite isn't even horrible. She's just there.
She's horrible.
No, like there isn't enough of her there for me to have an emotional reaction to.
I did like her. I know that.
Yeah.
Even Hermes was like supposed to be kind of semi okay, but even then he wasn't all that
And
great.
he kind of felt like he could have left out. And I feel like there were scenes that she put in just so she could like include more gods.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe that's why you felt like it dragged on. I didn't feel like it dragged on, but like I said, I was also like trying, like I was like, I started reading it like 3 days ago, so I was like, I've got to get through it.
Yeah.
But I did want to keep reading. Should we
No.
just rate it?
Yeah, let's go ahead and
So
rate
our
it.
rating system starts at the top with 5 unicorns, go down to 2 unicorns. If we do not like it, it is a horse.
I'm at 2 unicorns. I didn't like it. I feel like
See,
I say I didn't like it, but like there must have but I like Greek god retellings and like it was decent enough that it deserves a 2.
see, like I'm in between a like I enjoyed it. I'm in between a 3 and a 4. I will say part of my problem is though, for somebody who is like, I feel like the mythology wasn't even
Yeah,
accurate.
you were saying that.
So I was like, oh, like that's not Aphrodite's backstory at all, I don't believe. And I was like reading different things. I'm like, is this because there's so many interpretations? I'm like, is this just one that I missed? Which is possible. I guess I'm gonna stay with a 3. I did enjoy it. I would keep reading in this world, but it wasn't like amazing.
I mean, it definitely feels like quintessentially adult though, because like a lot of what I like to read is new adult, and this feels like I don't know,
But
middle-aged
yeah, but like
boy.
honestly, like it's gonna get lost because it's not really a romance book. So it's not gonna be put with the romance books. It's just like a basic adult fiction. It's
No,
not
it kind of
mystery.
felt like it was trying to be Crazy Rich Asians, but with
Oh
Greek
no, it
gods.
totally was Crazy Rich Asians. And that I will say, a friend of ours, when I remember when she read Crazy Rich Asians, she just kept saying, but he's lying to her. The whole book is him lying to her. He's lying to her. And I just kept thinking that. I'm like, you're gonna marry her and not let her know about this? If you have children, your children are gonna be demigods.
Yeah. Mhm.
So that is where we are on Ungodly Rich, and we'll see you around.
Bye.
Bye.